Hi, and welcome to the Chain of Responsibility Driver Distraction Awareness PowerPoint presentation. What is distraction? Distracted driving refers to the act of driving while engaging in other activities which distracts the driver's attention away from the road. Distractions are shown to compromise the safety of the driver, passengers, pedestrians, and other road users. Distraction is one of the highest rated risks and is one of the leading causes of heavy vehicle crashes in Australia. What causes distraction? Distractions can be anything from adjusting the radio, eating and drinking, using your phone while you are driving, smart watches and other communication devices, mind wandering to emotional and external factors such as exhaustion, worry or anxiety, family and cost of living, just to name a few. How often do you get distracted? A study conducted in 2019 by Harvard psychologists concluded we spend around 47% of every waking hour mind wandering, also called stimulus-independent thought. Mind wandering is an experience that is so ordinary, so natural to us, we don't even notice it. Whilst there is no cure to stop mind wandering as it's as natural as breathing, it's important to not only understand and acknowledge it does happen and it's completely normal, but to recognize when it does happen and to regain your focus. The next 2 slides will go through a couple of techniques you can use to remain focused. Ways to regain your focus. Staying on task can be difficult, but it can be particularly challenging when you are surrounded by constant distractions. In today's always connected world, distractions are ever present, which makes it that much more challenging to stay focused. Here are some simple tips to help staying focused whilst driving. Eliminate. Try and eliminate distractions as much as possible. Have your music set before your journey starts so you're not changing channels or flicking through songs. Reduce the music volume if you find loud music distracting, and turning your phone on Do Not Disturb or on silent are just a couple of examples to help eliminate distractions. Make sure your Bluetooth is set up before you start your journey. Know your journey. To avoid looking at the GPS or wondering what lane you need to be in or which turn to take, if you're going to a new destination, have an idea on where you're going. Review the navigation before you leave so you can foreplan your journey. This won't be foolproof, but it may reduce the number of times you're taking your eyes off the road to focus on the navigation. Mindfulness. A simple breathing exercise has been found to be very effective in regaining focus. When you find your mind wandering, bring your focus back and take 3 deep breaths, focusing on each breath. This will bring your brain back to your current task and regain your focus. Arm's reach. Keep everything you may need within arm's reach. Items such as lunchboxes, drink bottles, sunglasses, run sheets, etc. Keeping them all within short reaching distance avoids you leaning over and reduces the risk of lane wandering and potentially causing an accident. Move your eyes. Moving your eyes every 2 seconds can stop your mind from wandering and allows you to remain focused on your driving task and stops your body from going into a trance state. Weather watch. Remember to stay alert when visibility is poor. This can be in raining conditions or if you have the sun in your eyes. Staying focused, alert, and maintaining a larger braking distance will give you a better chance of avoiding an accident in these poor conditions. Take your breaks. It's so important to take your breaks, not only to meet your legislated work and rest requirements, but to maintain your focus. Taking regular, often breaks keeps you focused and refreshed. If possible, get out and work around the truck. It may seem silly and unnecessary, but doing this has been linked to better concentration for truck drivers, particularly those on long haul. Make sure you rest when feeling fatigued. Stop the calls. Set up a no-call period to avoid unnecessary distractions. Employers also need to be mindful to limit contact with their drivers whilst they are driving and aim to make contact when they have stopped, parked or resting. Statistics of distraction. The danger of using a phone while driving can't be underestimated. Research shows a driver's response time while texting on a phone is comparable to that of a driver with a blood alcohol reading of between 0.07 and 0.10. Texting increases the risk of a crash or a near crash by up to 15 times for car drivers and over 20 times for truck drivers. Approximately 60% of Australian drivers have admitted to using a mobile phone that isn't hands-free while driving. In the NTIN Major Crash Report 2022, human factor-related causes increased from the year before to 63.5% of all losses. There are 9 categories that make up the human factor-related causes. Out of those 9 categories, distraction and inattention remain the highest-rated cause, making up 16.3% of causes. The facts: using a mobile phone whilst driving. It's common knowledge that using a mobile phone while driving is not only illegal but extremely dangerous. Drivers who look away from the road for even 2 seconds can travel more than 33 meters in a vehicle moving at 60 kilometers per hour. Did you know there are 4 different types of distractions which are affected by an audio distraction, such as a ringing mobile phone? There's physical distraction. A driver's hand is moved from the steering wheel to pick up the phone, answer or end the call, or type a message. Visual distraction. A driver's eyes are diverted from the road to look for the phone, view the buttons, or read a message. Auditory distraction. A driver's attention is drawn to the phone ringing or buzzing. And cognitive distraction. Talking on a mobile phone while driving will cause lapses of attention, concentration, and delayed driving decisions. The dangers of driving whilst distracted. Apart from the obvious dangers of driving whilst distracted, here are just some of the other risks which happen when you're not paying attention to the road. It's reported that drivers are distracted every 96 seconds they are behind the wheel. With that in mind, it's so important to ensure you stayed focused on the road to avoid an unnecessary accident. Poor decision making. Actions such as deciding when it's safe to turn are greatly affected when distracted. Our judgment and concentration often lapses, and we then make poor decisions. Slower reactions. Your reaction time is significantly impacted, and you are slower to react to hazards or respond to changes in traffic and traffic signals. Less controlled braking. Your braking reaction time is much slower, meaning you may then do it with more force and less control, which results in shorter stopping distances. Lane wandering. You're more likely to wander out of your lane and potentially cause an accident or even run off the road. Unaware of surroundings. Generally, you won't be taking in your surroundings. This means you're not checking mirrors or observing and negotiating general traffic. The dangers of driving whilst distracted continued. Did you know that at a top speed at 100 kilometers per hour, a driver who is distracted or has taken their eyes off the road for even 2 seconds can travel 55 meters? This means you can travel more than 2 standard house blocks without concentrating on the road. In the table below, you can see how many meters you can travel in 2 seconds based on how fast you are going. If traveling at 40 kilometers per hour, you can travel 22.22 meters. At 50 kilometers, you can travel 27.78 meters. At 60 kilometers, you can travel 33.33 meters. At 80 kilometers, you can travel 44.44 meters. And finally, at 100 kilometers, you can travel 55.56 meters. Why good drivers don't try to multitask. A good driver always concentrates on the road because of the unexpected. It can happen anywhere at any time. No matter how well we think we can multitask, the performance of one task is hampered by the other. The mindset of "it'll never happen to me" is a thing of the past, as it can happen to you and will happen to you if you continue to operate a heavy vehicle whilst distracted. What the law says. Drivers who hold a full license in general cannot touch an unmounted portable device, such as a phone, tablet, laptop, or any other device while driving. Specifically, for all device types, portable, mounted, wearable, and inbuilt, you must not, while driving, enter text, numbers or symbols, scroll, such as on websites, social media, playlists, play videos or games, or take video calls, display text messages, social media, emails, or photos, rest a device on any part of the body, or pass a device to a passenger. Rules for portable devices such as unmounted or loose mobile phones, tablets, laptops, media players, and game consoles. When driving, except when parked, you must not touch a portable device, even if it is turned off. Allow a portable device to be in your lap or on any part of your body or clothes, unless it is in a pocket or in a pouch attached to your belt or other part of your body. Look at the display of a device being operated by another person in the vehicle. Pass a portable device to a passenger. If a passenger, pass a portable device to a driver, you can Connect to your vehicle's Bluetooth and place the device out of sight and reach before you start driving. Use a mobile phone or other device to pay at a drive-through. Rules for mounted devices, mobile phones and tablets, and inbuilt navigation and entertainment systems. For mobile phones and tablets, the mounting must be commercially designed and manufactured for that purpose, and the device must be secured in the mounting. As a general rule, drivers can use their mounted or inbuilt systems for functions such as music and navigation, provided they are not entering text, scrolling or viewing images or videos. However, drivers can use voice controls for music and navigation. When driving, except when parked, you must not enter information, text, numbers or symbols, scroll on the device, such as scrolling through text messages, social media, music, etc. Use the device for reading or writing text messages, emails, message threads, or viewing websites. Watching movies, TV, video games, or other moving images. Viewing social media and photos. Video calls. If a passenger, you must not use the device if it is likely to distract the driver. You can, however, touch the device briefly to initiate, accept or reject an audio call, play or stream audio material, adjust volume levels. Use a function on the device designed to assist you to operate the vehicle. Use a navigation function. Use a function on the device designed to monitor a driver's behavior or condition, or carry out a professional driving task. Rules for wearable devices such as smart watches, smart glasses, and wearable heads-up displays. When driving, except when parked, you must not touch the device, other than by incidental contact caused by wearing the device. Use the device, for example, for any of the following: reading or writing text such as messages and emails, viewing social media and photos, engaging in video calls, using a navigation function on the device. Use a function on the device designed to monitor a driver's behavior or condition, carry out a professional driving task. However, you can do the following but only if using voice controls: initiate, accept or reject an audio call on the device, play or stream audio material on the device, adjust volume levels. What about UHF-CB radios? UHF-CB radios are not considered a mobile phone. However, if using these units causes a distraction, you could still be prosecuted. Therefore, minimal use for business requirements only is requested. Live streaming while driving. With social media platforms being used as a main communication network, there is an alarming number of drivers who are live streaming themselves whilst driving heavy vehicles. This is a very dangerous action and can result in a serious accident. There is a zero tolerance for drivers who live stream themselves whilst driving. Thank you for listening to our Chain of Responsibility presentation about distraction. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at Mass Management.